We're back, we're back. Ho ho, we have returned for Return to Ash. Interesting one. Now, this looks interesting. Here's Spoo, how dare you, Zonated Cornbread. I'll be coming into your chat and causing you all sorts of problems. I kind of do that already. How dare you. Yeah, this game. Now, here's some interesting stuff about it. The name is Return to Ash. Now, is Ash the person, or are we all about to get nicely singed, is the question. I don't know. Do your own goddamn research. Perhaps maybe we should calm down a little bit. Boring is what I'm getting in the chat. I will not have it. I'm gonna, whoever that is in the chat, I'm gonna have to just give them a little. Yeah, I think it's a full-time ban. Anywho, look, we all know that the point of this whole thing is to find out what the hell this game's about, see if it's worth getting hold of for free. Shall we have a little looky-loo at the trailer and see what's going on? Yes, we shall. I have 0 questions. Good. Well, I'm glad we've all learnt something. Should we just have a look at the game? That's probably the best way to go, isn't it? Here it is. Here's the game. It's here. Right. Okay. I'm just gonna start. It's the best way to go. Let's see what the hell is going on here. Okay. There's a bed. The hospital was empty. That's not good. You want people in the hospitals. Quiet and brighter than usual, like waking up on snow day. Hey, I love a snow day, but it didn't feel cold. Wait a minute, it didn't feel much of anything. Weird. Normally, opening my eyes to a room this bright would give me a migraine. Oh. Instead, I felt no pain at all, no aching muscles, no bed sores, not even a hint of dizziness or nausea. For the first time in 7 years, I felt completely normal. Well, that's the opposite of me. I'm never completely normal. Either I'm cured or this is a dream. Ooh, or I'm dead. Ah, yeah, you don't want to be that. Hello? I called out, but no one came. Nurse! I searched for a call button on the side of my bed, but it wasn't there. It wasn't there. Yep, definitely a dream. My IV bag dripped in response. Good. All these are some next level painkillers. Oh, I love the sound of that. What am I supposed to do now? Just die, I guess. Well, that's me done. Rip to me. Can't say it was a good one. Endgame? I closed my eyes and waited for my brain to shut down. But it didn't. What? It refused. Weird thing was that I didn't feel sleepy at all. I didn't feel hungry either, but that's not too far out of the ordinary. Hospital food doesn't do much to encourage the appetite. Very true. Tiredness, however, was my default state of being. Even before I was an inpatient, naps were always my first line of defence. Someone walks into my room, pretend to be asleep, get invited to hang out somewhere. So I'm exhausted, maybe next time. It's no wonder my classmates stopped sending those get well soon cards pretty quick. Yeah, right. If I didn't make an effort, why should they? Good point. Death doesn't seem to be coming anytime soon. Fine, should we try and leave the room? Just go somewhere. Yeah, go and find someone. Good point. Put on my slippers. Good idea. And I walked into the hall. I'm going to have my cup of tea. That's definitely a hallway. Much to my dismay, there didn't seem to be anyone here either. Something was definitely wrong. Even in the dead of night, you'd see a nurse or two scurrying these halls. Or at least a janitor. But it's broad daylight and there's absolutely no one. My footsteps echoed in the eerie silence. I peered around the corner to see another empty stretch of hallway before me. Okay, new explanation. Time has stopped. Yeah, that makes more sense. I slept through the fire alarm and everyone already evacuated. I was left behind in the confusion. That sounds more likely. Or it's the Ratcher. Not again. So it's not their fault I was left behind. Fair enough. A nuclear apocalypse. I like this. Isn't there a bright flash before the bomb goes off? That must be what this is. These are all good ideas. I walked steadily down the halls, coming up with more and more ridiculous theories. I'd say better theories. They're getting better. As to what was happening. Finally, a figure appears, saving me from my madness. Stylish woman. How are you, stylish woman? I was too surprised to know how to react. This wasn't the sort of person I expected to find, and she showed up too suddenly. Can we trust stylish woman? That's the question. Instead of focusing on all the possible explanations for what's going on, I should have come up with something to say when I inevitably found someone. Stupid. I didn't think anyone else was here, says stylish woman. She looks up and down, glancing to my IV and then back to my face. She's expecting a response. Think of something to say. Your tie is weird. I don't want to say cool tie because it's not. It's the wrong type of tie. Cool tie. You're very blooming welcome. Are you feeling okay? I couldn't help but notice you're on an IV. I'm in a hospital for a reason. Her smile falls. Sorry for being a depressing person, lady. She gives me a pitying look, then pauses to consider her next words. Listen, this isn't a hospital. You died. Oh no. Fudge! Are you okay? You're not having a heart attack, are you? That doesn't matter. No, I was just really hoping you weren't going to say that. Yeah, right, of course. Why would it matter if I was having a heart attack now? Good point. I'm apparently dead, see? I mean, I assumed as much. I just didn't want to face it. How could I have died so unceremoniously? Unless it's just that, and I don't remember the gruesome details. I guess I should be thankful for that, at least. Still to die in my sleep at the ripe age of 22. You don't look 22. It's not how I expected my life to come to an end. The doctors never told me I had however many weeks to live. Feels so out of nowhere. Did I really die? Am I breathing right now? Out of necessity or habit? Oh no, now she's making me think about my own breathing. The woman clears her throat. I'm sorry I'm so stylish. It took me some time to process my own death too. You're also dead. That's two of us. I've been here for about 3 months now, give or take. Wonder how she died. It's probably rude to ask a stranger something like that. It's not like I want to spill my life story either. So what's your story, kid? She asked without hesitation. I'm not a kid, I'm 22. Really? But you look so young, right? I was just thinking this. Being hospitalised stunted my growth, I guess. Why are we talking about this? I died. Who cares what I look like? Wow, only 4 years younger than me. Finally, someone can relate. I can relate to a little better. So you're 26, stylish woman. Good to know. My life's pretty far from the average 22-year-old's experience. It's hard to imagine I'd be relatable to her in the slightest. What were you hospitalised for? It's not cancer, is it? Ew. She's so unbelievably rude. No, it's hard to explain. Was it terminal? I continue to be astounded by this woman's complete lack of tact. This woman thinks like I do. Can we talk about something else? Sorry, I'm asking because I wanted to discern what your goal might be. My goal? I'm dead. Surely there's a There's no reason left to pursue any kind of goals. To my surprise, she laughs. This might be some kind of afterlife, but that doesn't mean we should be giving up on living. My name is Scarlet. Oh, I just wanted to be called Stylish Woman. I'm going to get my second shot at life, even if it kills me. Moving words for someone who's already dead. Fair point. What about you? Do you want to go back? Do I want to go back? To where? Good point. Go back to where? When? To where I left off? To before I got hospitalised? The thought of returning to my current everyday life, resuming the stasis I've been in for the past 7 years, just doesn't sound all that appealing to me. It's not that I'd rather be dead, it's more like, now that I've died, I feel like I could come to accept it. My head doesn't hurt, and I've been standing here for a while now without feeling dizzy. That's huge for me. I wonder if I even need this IV anymore. Good point. I answered her honestly. Doesn't make sense. Oh, that makes sense. It sounds like you just got here after all. What's your name? It's Ashley. Ash for short. Return of... Oh my god. It's all named after her. Return to Ash. Alright, Ashley. Walk with me. I'll tell you everything I know. She turned immediately with complete confidence that I would follow right after her. So I did. I like that. That's good. Scarlet walked at an easy pace, explaining the mechanics of this afterlife, as if it were a speech she'd rehearsed and recited 20 times. And maybe she had. Clearly, I wasn't the first dead person she'd welcomed here. It was surreal, thinking about the situation I was in, but also how I had no trouble focusing on her explanation despite that. Usually I feel so lost in a fog, but my mind is completely clear right now. Is this how my brain would function if I were healthy? Not that it matters anymore. Based on Scarlet's explanation, I should consider this place to be purgatory. We died, but we can move on from here. Yay. It's unclear exactly where we would move on to. Apparently that's up to death. Death! We were on our way to meet him now. Okay. So we don't get hungry. Right. Or thirsty. And there's nothing to eat or drink here anyway. And we can't sleep. You know, I haven't actually tried. But after 3 full months with no sleep, I haven't had any sorts of adverse health effects. Safe to say, it's unnecessary. So no cups of tea. How do you even go on? You know, for sure it's been 3 months. Time is definitely passing. I've been using my watch to track the days. Cool. Because there's no sunrise or sunset. I slow my pace and Scarlet stops in front of me. There's a pitying look on her face. The stasis isn't so bad once you get used to it. I'm already tired of how bright it is. Good point. Scarlet laughs, but I wasn't joking. I may have been spared from my usual migraine, but the constant intensity of the light was unnerving to me. If I had a choice of which hospital to spend purgatory in, I'd say St. Fellows was the better option. At least there I had the changing seasons to look forward to. However, it'd get quieter after visiting hours were over. The chatty nurses telling me their day as they changed my IV. Being in hospital for so long, you learn to love the little things. The alternative is to just feel miserable all the time. I like that alternative. I'm not miserable, I'm still alive! But I can't even say that anymore. I grip the pole of my IV, stand a little tighter. I'm still afraid to leave it behind me. Get rid of it. Last few wayward souls who came through here, they made it out pretty quick. Ooh. Maybe you'll be able to bargain with death too. Then you won't have to get used to this light. I'm not very good at bargaining. She laughs again, presses the button for the elevator. I'll help you. I'm good at debate. Thank you. Elevator doors open to reveal a man stacking coins in the centre of the floor. Oh, coin stacking man. Don't come in! I blinked at the confusing sight, but Scarlet cut in without missing a beat. You're still at this? It's been 2 days. There's lots There's a lot of coins and the deadline's coming up pretty soon. Scarlet leaned her forearm against the elevator door to prevent it from closing. Well, can we get in? I'm taking Ashley here to meet Death. Could you maybe catch the next one? No! Oh, she's not happy. She forced her way in, knocking over a stack of coins in the process. You absolute... Why are you so pushy, Miss Scarlet? Because you're wasting your time. Come on, Ashley. She motioned to me to follow, and I stepped into the elevator. I did my best to avoid the coins at my feet. What was that? It was an awkward ride. Ooh. Good use of transitions. When we reached the basement, Scarlet went on ahead. The man moved to shield his coin stacks from her reckless stride, but it turned out to be unnecessary. Her intent seemed more focused on escorting me to wherever Death was, I guess. To the side of the elevator door was another pile of coins. Upon closer inspection, they looked to be some type of play currency. At least, I'm not aware of any coins with a skull on them. Doubloons, maybe? Judging by the cartoony design, it seemed like something used for a board game rather than by pirates. Curious and not particularly in any rush to meet Death, I stopped to talk to the man. Why are you stacking coins, mister? Celadon. And you're Ashley, right? I prefer Ash. Get it right. Celadon picks up a small stack of coins and transports them to the larger pile beside the elevator. His process is methodical and efficient. I can tell he really has been at this for 2 days. It's my trial, so I can revive. He shuffles back to the elevator to pick up the next stack of coins. Trial? Scarlet, clearly tired of waiting, returns to my side. Death told him he had 3 days to bring coins from the top floor to the basement. If he reaches a certain amount, his soul will be released. They have to stay stacked like this. If a single coin faces tails up, it won't count. Ooh, sounds tedious. No, I don't mind. It's good exercise. Goes back to the next round of coins. If he's dead, why does exercise matter? Leave him, Ashley. He'll just slow us down. No, he's done hundreds of these trials. Death isn't going to let him pass this time either. That's nice of him. As Scarlet walks away, the elevator door begins to close. Celadon stumbles from his place to block them. Stack of coins he's holding wobbles dangerously, but he quickly steadies them and continues his work as if nothing had happened. I feel sorry for him. Oh, do I want to help him? Oh, go on. Here, I can help. Really? You don't have to. Looks fun. No, it doesn't look fun. We both know I'm lying, but he smiles anyway. Oh, I've got an increased bond. In that case, feel free. Cool. Clack, clack, clack. I carefully stack the coins that Scarlet scattered on the elevator floor, checking that each one's facing heads up. It's easy to get absorbed in the task, somewhat addictive even. Each coin I place down gives me a small sense of satisfaction, and I'm not even getting sore from being hunched over. That part is nice. Well, it's alright for some, isn't it? I can't imagine being stuck doing this for 2 full days, though. That's some serious endurance right there. Celadon came back and forth, carrying each stack of coins out into the hall. Every once in a while, the elevator door would try to close and he would lean against it to keep it open. I wondered if I'd be more useful just holding the button down for him, but it seemed to have developed a rhythm around it. I didn't want to interpret that rhythm anymore, or interrupt that rhythm any more than I already had. When the last of the coins were gathered in stacks, I began carrying them out with him. Cool. So nice of you to lend a hand. Hopefully it's not against the rules or anything. I'm not messing things up for you, am I? Probably not. I mean, sometimes I fail my trials on a technicality. Well, anyway, Death didn't say anything about doing it all on my own, just that I had to carry them by hand. I'm doing the right thing by helping him. Am I doing the right thing by helping him? As long as he's fine with it, I guess. Cool. We step out the now empty elevator into the coin-filled hall. No one's ever helped me with my trials before. Usually people have their own thing going on. He starts heading in the direction Scarlet went earlier. I follow, dragging my IV along with one hand and carrying a small stack of coins in the other. You sure it's okay for me to keep helping you? Yeah, I don't think it counts as cheating or anything. It's like you're part of my downline. Cool. Yeah, we're like a team. You do a bit of work for me and we both profit. I can give you some of my coins when this is over. How does that sound? The offer catches me off guard. I wasn't doing this for any kind of profit. Just wanted to be nice. No thanks. I don't have pockets. Yeah. Well, let me know if you change your mind. I wince a little at how enthusiastically he delivered his pun. Finally, we reach the end of the hall. Oh, look at that. The room we were transporting the coins to turned out to be a morgue. I could now see firsthand the result of his past 2 days' effort. Glancing around the room, I lock eyes with Scarlet. She shifts her gaze to Celadon, who's currently preoccupied, lining up his stack of coins with the others. And then it suddenly clicks for me. Of course the place we'd find death waiting would be the morgue, obviously. This is where they keep the bodies. The thought of it chills me to the bone, so I focus on the coins in my hand. I place them with the rest, then move to follow Celadon back out into the hall. Ashley, wait. I stop in my tracks, then reluctantly turn to face the person who was supposed to be helping me negotiate my revival. You feel sorry for him, don't you? She's right, but I am still inclined to argue. I'm just trying to help. His trial's ending soon anyway, right? There's not a lot of time left, Miss Scarlet. He shouts back at us from the hall. His footsteps echo down at it as he goes back for more coins. You're a nice girl, Ashley, but don't you think you should focus on saving your own soul? She says, entirely focused on saving mine. Fair point. Helping others while I'm at it doesn't hurt. You're doing it too. She doesn't say anything back. I'm already out the door, catching up to Celadon. His pace slows as he realises I'm following. As I close the distance, I try to make conversation. It's kind of messed up that death is making you carry all these coins to the morgue. Morgue? We're walking together now. He blinks at me. Oh right, you're new. What do you see this place as, Ash? Kind of hospital. It's a hospital, right? Oh, interesting. So that's why there's a morgue. I'm confused by what he's saying. Do we all see this place differently? For me, it's well kind of personal, but I don't mind telling you. This place looks like the rehab facility I was sent to in my early 20s. I was only there for a short time, but it left an impression, I guess. Rehab. We each pick up the next stack of coins. Yeah, I partied pretty hard back in college. You know, same as me. I thought that's what you were supposed to do in college. Fair point. Anywho, I got so bad my family sent me to rehab for a bit. I've been sober ever since. Good on you, sir. I have no idea how to respond. It's so far out of my own experience that I can't imagine what it must have been like at all. Were you in college, Ash, before you got here? You're not still in high school, are you? No, I've been in hospital since I was a teenager. I didn't actually get to go to high school. Ouch. Oh, that's sad. I'm sorry. We reach the morgue again, walk back inside. Scarlet doesn't bother us this time. Celadon and I place our coins down, ready to head back out for more. Before we leave, I can reconsider this morgue. This room looks different to Celadon and to Scarlet too. She told me before that this isn't a hospital. I wonder what it looks like to her. Since it's not really a morgue, it's a lot easier to push down the anxiety I feel about being here. This is all made up. It's set dressing. Even the coins we're carrying aren't real. Maybe I'll wake up soon and realise it was a dream all along. Stack by stack, we carry away the coins in the hall until there are none left. When I offered to help him, I didn't think I'd get so into it. But the work was meditative and helped my mind off things. Helped keep my mind off things. I'm here because I died. I haven't been able to process that yet. I just dove into helping this stranger and his trial. A trial I don't know anything about. I don't want to think about any of that. I just want to focus on the task at hand. But his trial will be over soon, and death will come to pass judgment. And that's how this works, isn't it? Sure enough, as we carry the last of the coins, we're greeted by Death! A hooded figure carrying a scythe. They're hidden by a mask and a cool hoodie. The sight of them startles me, but I take care not to drop any of Celadon's coins. She's young, she doesn't belong here. Scarlet must be bargaining for my soul, like we talked about. It's nice of her to do that, even though I was busy helping Celadon instead. She's perfect. She fits in pretty well, as far as I can see. Death stares in my direction. Are they watching me? I can't tell with the mask. Do you think we have time for one more trip up the elevator? Celadon looks antsy. I'm not sure what he's worried about, though. We already brought so many coins. This isn't enough, is it? Maybe, but one last trip wouldn't hurt. He looks like he's asking my permission. Death walks over to us before I can respond. Time's up, Donny. Donny, that's kind of cute. Please stop calling me that. Only my mum calls me Donny. Scarlet strides over to us indignant. Excuse me, our conversation was not over. Schedule's full, Beb. Come back with a better argument tomorrow. I'm busy. Just tell him he failed and get it over with already. But please don't do that. I worked really hard. So the trial really is over now. Excuse me. They all turned to face me at once. And I'm a little surprised. They listened and massively uncomfortable with the attention. Are you really going to check through every coin? Not just check them. There's a hint of a smirk in their voice. I'm going to flip them. Flip? And there's a catch. For every coin you brought, we're going to play heads or tails. If any of them land on tails, you lose. What? I thought I just had to place them here, face up. Flipping every single one, that's impossible. What are the odds of getting heads so many times in a row? Technically it's 50-50, but not really. That's not gonna happen. Isn't this game kind of rigged? There's no way to get heads every time. I told you it was a waste of time. All my effort just made the odds even worse. I can't help but feel a little responsible for increasing his burden. Not that removing my contributions would have changed this outcome. Death flips the first coin. Heads! Yay, did it! Second coin. Heads again! Oh, they're on a roll! They're definitely taking pleasure in this. Celadon Donny cringes visibly at the sound of each coin being tossed. A third lands on heads, and then a fourth. He watches the result, unable to speak. But it can't go on forever. In fact, it might be set up to make him start to think that he has a chance, only for Death to take that away. It's just a coin flip, but they managed to turn into immense psychological torture. Bringing fewer coins would have given him better odds, but then would he fail for not meeting the minimum requirement? I see why Scarlet didn't bother to help him before. Death's trials are made to be unwinnable. The coin flips pause and Death turns to me. Hey Ashley, heads or tails? Tails. Wasn't asking you. Death wants me to call it. Heads. Scarlet shoots me a look, but I don't budge. I have to stand up to Death somehow. They flip the coin. Tails, you lose! Come on, that's not fair. His voice wavers. I think he might cry, which is probably Death's aim with this. Crushing his spirit, giving him hope, only to snuff it right back out. What do they gain from toying with people like that? Celadon has done a lot of things, right? Can't stop myself from speaking up. The situation's too unfair. Yeah? So why can't you just release his soul already? He's tried pretty hard, right? He's got plenty of time. What do you mean? Death mounts their scythe like a witch on a broomstick. I barely know how to react as my eyes follow them. I can only think of how the ceiling is higher up than I realised. They drift to a stop. They grasp a handle on one of the metal doors. Am I about to see a corpse? It's not a real morgue, but there could still actually be bodies in here. And why hadn't I noticed that this room looks infinitely tall until now? The metal door swings open and a long drawer slides out. It's hard to tell from where I'm standing, but it seems to be lined with rows upon rows of hourglasses. His is in here. What are those? A countdown for every soul that comes here. Countdown? Why is this the first time I'm hearing of a countdown? Says Scarlet. You never asked! Like you'd have told me. This is how long you have left to live. The sand in the small hourglass falls steadily down. Human life measured in grains of sand. Nice try, we're already dead. Not quite. Celadon stares at the ground, wringing his hands. What do you mean? Good. Death descends again. Celadon's hourglass in hand. Want to see what happens when I turn this over? They say it in a teasing voice, like it's a game to them. This is someone's life. No, Celadon says, what we all must be thinking. But it's cool, check it out. Death flips the hourglass over. We all expect the sand inside to reverse direction, but it doesn't. It continues falling upwards, defying gravity. Defying gravity. This is how long we have left to live, meaning we are still alive. And maybe because we're still alive, we have a chance to revive. Scarlet said she's been here for 3 months. How much time does she have left? How much time do I have left? Scarlet lets out an incredulous huff. So you're just going to torture him until his time runs out. Will you release him once it gets down to the wire, or let him die in the end? That's up to him. Unbelievable. We're still alive, even though this is the afterlife. Oh, sorry, I went backwards somehow. Didn't Scarlet tell you? I looked at Scarlet, but she's already stormed away. She taps her foot, facing away from us. This is the afterlife for souls who died a social death. You all ended up here because you're miserable losers. Cool. Explains why I'm here. Follow Celadon back to the elevator and up to the ground floor. He holds his hourglass, tapping on it gently, but it does nothing to stop the flow of sand. We aren't dead yet, but we could die soon. Unless death decides to release our souls. Let us revive. We need to pass a trial to do that, as far as I understand it, but the trials are designed to waste our time. Is it a trick then? Is there some other way to overcome this? I don't have enough information. I need to find out more about the rules of this place. Celadon breaks me out of my thoughts and brings me back to the present. Thanks for helping me earlier. No problemo. I'm sorry for not telling you sooner about the social death thing. That's okay. It'd be kind of weird to explain. It'd be a weird thing to explain, right? Yeah, so weird. Since he was here before Scarlet, he must know a lot more about this place than she does. Maybe sticking with him was the right call. I can ask him all sorts of things. Is he the right person to talk to? Could ask Death. Death? Yeah, let's ask Death. Actually, I'd better talk to Death first. They're the one in charge of this place. I'm going to go ask Death some questions. I haven't got much chance to talk to him yet. Good luck, I'll be here. The elevator door opens. Death's scythe drops in the small gap like a guillotine. The blade sticks in the floor, set a couple of inches deep. It takes me a moment to register what happened. Thank God I wasn't standing right there. Doors fully open. They jostle the handle and swing their weapon back over their shoulder casually. I've been expecting you to kill me! Nah, I want to hang out. You're not going to swing that scythe anymore, are you? Don't be such a baby. Follow me. Ben Nash in the chat. Like I have a choice. I have an increased bond with death. That's something I've always wanted. Ben Nash, is this epic? You're asking me. Yeah, I think it probably is. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. You know. I've only been playing for half hour. Give me some time. Death brings me back to the morgue, but the atmosphere has completely changed. Is this a different room? It's my room. How'd you deck it out so fast? This place looks extremely lived in, from the half-eaten bags of snacks on the floor to the controllers scattered near the beanbag chair. Magic? Don't worry about it. Right, I should know better than to ask, considering I've also seen them fly. Big screen TV catches my attention. There's a tantalising lineup of all the latest game consoles below. Oh yeah, we're going to play video games or something. Getting a little excited now. The only games I've had in hospital were on my favourite childhood handheld. Death strides over to the controllers on the floor and picks one of them up. We're going to play GDA 5. Oh. Grand Death Auto. Oh, okay. Glorious Devil's Avarice. Have you not heard of that? How can it not be called Grand Death Auto? That's insane. Why would you not call it that? Developers? Oh, the kids down the street I grew up. The kids down the street I grew up on had one of those games. God, that's weirdly written. I watched them play it. The Sintown one, I think. Yeah, that's the old one. 5's cooler. It's way better graphics. How do you play? Single player, you just watch. Oh, what? Oh, wow, what fun. How long am I stuck here, hanging out with them? I want to play. Death turns the console on and boots up the game. The graphics really are better than Sintown or Sintowns. In GDA, you play as a devil girl named Lucy. She's like if Lucifer were a sexy lady. It's a raunchy game that appeals to edgy preteens and middle schoolers. In the case of my childhood friends, their parents didn't seem to understand the rating system and bought it out of ignorance. I did that a few times, except for it wasn't ignorance. Shh, don't tell anyone. There's a main story mode, but I think most people play the game for the sandbox aspect. You can pick up guns, steal cars, and kill people. I don't know what game they're talking about. It takes place in hell, so I guess you're killing other sinners. This sounds like a game I want to play. I don't think it's the kind of game with deep lore attached to it. Death loads a save and shows me the character. Lucy's dressed up in cargo pants and a bikini top with a huge rifle on her back. She looks absolutely ridiculous, but the over-the-top aesthetic of the game is kind of the selling point. Check this out, they say, equipping a huge rocket launcher. They fire it at a gas station and walk towards the camera in slow motion for dramatic effect. The explosions in this game are so realistic. Actually, I've never seen an explosion in real life, so maybe they're not. They look more real than the ones from the previous game anyway. I comment on how cool it was while Death cackles away, stealing a fast-looking car and evading Hell's police force. They're having a great time. Mask getting in the way. Take it off. Whoa, they did take it off. Death slides up the mask under their hood, revealing their face. One half their head is shaved, and their eyelids are caked in bright purple eyeshadow. Their eyes flash with excitement over the game. They're going to send in the helicopters next. Sure enough, helicopters appeared. The edges of the screen flash red as bullets rain down on poor Lucy. You better find some cover. Working on it. Lucy's car skids into a parking garage and one of the helicopters crashes into the side of the building in a huge explosion. I want to see it. Whoa. Dumbass AI never knows what to do when I drive into one of these. Death speeds through the parking garage before rolling out of their car, letting it crash into the wall. Sometimes it will clip through and fly out onto the street. This game's buggy as hell. They're making it seem like a lot of fun. I used to get motion sickness whenever I tried playing these types of games myself. Yeah, it blows. They pause the game quickly. You're not getting sick from watching, are you? No, I haven't had any symptoms since waking up here. It's kind of awesome. You want to play? Yes! Yeah, since you normally wouldn't be able to, I'll make you a new file, as long as you don't save over my she. Death holds a controller in front of me. Oh my god. Yeah, thanks. Been so long since I played a console game. It takes me a while to adjust the controls. Why are 3D cameras so unwieldy? Whenever I hold up or down, it seems to go the opposite direction I wanted. It's so disorientating. But it's pretty fun to run around, even if I'm not any good at the game. I spent some time driving around the fictional hell, trying to obey traffic laws. Oh, I tell you what, Fictional Hell is a really good band name. I never learned to drive, so this is the closest I'll ever get. I'm too afraid to start a shootout with the cops, so I try my best to act like a good citizen. I brace myself, expecting death to poke fun at my cowardice. But their attention is turned away from their screen. At some point, they pulled out their laptop and started typing away on it. Do you get the internet here? Yeah. Obvi. Wait, like real life internet? What other kind of internet is there? Good point. Could I contact my parents? No. Why not? For one, I'm busy. Fair enough. They stubbornly continue typing. Can't believe they've had a connection to the real world and they're keeping it all to themselves. Okay, that's fine. I don't know my parents' email address anyway. That's true. Can't send email. It's read only. Oh no. Oh, so you can't even make a forum post. I wish. I'm stuck trolling people like you instead. People that mean. Does that mean that people stop torturing people with impossible trials if they can just shitpost online? How uncouth. What do you do on the laptop then? Making a game. Ooh. You know how to make games? Yeah. I'll even let you play this one when it's finished. Cool. I've never met a game developer before. What kind of games you make? You'll see. Go back to GDA, loser. Turn back to the screen obediently. Resume driving around hell. I've always wanted to learn how to make games. I hope they'll teach me sometime. I lose myself in the game for a long time. Sound of a laptop shutting beside me brings me back to reality. That's enough of that. Death stops what they're doing to pick up their scythe again. Ooh. The room transforms back to normal around us, as if it were only an illusion. Thought up some good trials. Run to get the others, will ya? Sure. What fun. We're still returning to Ash. Now that we've assembled, Death taps their scythe on the floor, makes their announcement. Scarlet, it's time for your next trial. Pass. She said it so quickly, Death barely even had time to finish their sentence. Ash then. They turn to me, I can feel myself starting to sweat. Made you something special. It's a video game. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, you finished the one you were working on? Yep, it's a card game. So that's what they were making on a laptop. I'm kind of excited to see it. Pull out a small handheld and offer it to me. It's a retro model similar to the one I got in elementary school. This is a Pain Boy. The cart's already in there, so turn it on and try it out. Cart. You mean cartridge. That took me a second there. Right, this game was made for my trial, which means if you can beat my game, you'll get to revive. I have a feeling Death designed something extremely difficult, maybe even impossible. Should I? Let's give it a go. I click this on switch. Can't hurt to try. Ooh. How to play. Game begins with one joker face up. Pick up cards from 2 to ace. Collect the suits in this order. Oh my god, I have to remember that order. If you choose the wrong card, you lose. Okay, I'm actually going to take a picture of this because I'm a big old cheat. So I can remember which order it's meant to be in. Cool. Just play already. Oh my god, how am I supposed to... Retry! How the... So essentially, oh, wait a minute. It's always the same, right? It's basically an impossible game. I love it. Shut the game off in defeat. I give up. I don't have the patience for this. Death Snickers taking back their Pain Boy. This was a waste of time after all. I genuinely think it probably is a way to do it. It's time for your next trial, Donny. He stiffened in preparation. I couldn't help but feel nervous for him too. Okay, Death. What do you need me to do this time? Not much. Go on. Death sends high over our heads, just like they did before. They open a different drawer this time. When they pull out the table, it appears to be empty. This game is simple. They descend back down toward us with a hint of darkness in their voice. It's called Say When. Their movement is swift, too quick for us really to do anything before Scarlet is hoisted up by the collar of her jacket, then shoved into the open drawer. Even Scarlet could hardly fight back. A shriek and some startled flailing, but what could have prepared her for this? The metal door makes a horrible echoing clang when Death slams it shut behind her. Celadon and I can only stare up in shock as Death snickers at us from on high. You evil. It's up to her. It's up to you to save Celadon. Let her out if you ask. But free her too soon and you lose the trial? Seriously? Celadon looks up at the drawer. Scarlet is locked in, frozen with indecision. A few thoughts rush through my head. The first is that this trial is even more cruel than the last. Second is that I'm glad it wasn't me who was shoved inside one of those drawers. The third is, well, I'm ashamed even to have thought it, but maybe she kind of deserved it. Yeah, you kind of. Loud banging rings from the wall above us. Celadon? Celadon, are you kidding me? She punctuates her frustration with another loud bang. I can't tell if she's slamming her fist on the walls or kicking a door, or maybe both. Well, it's not like you'll die in there. This time we hear the slamming of a heel on metal, accompanied by an enraged scream, then silence. In this trial, you can win by doing nothing at all, as long as your conscience allows it. My conscience? The guilt you might start to feel over leaving her like this, or maybe in this case, self-preservation. The longer you leave her in there, the more time she'll have to plot an elaborate revenge. Celadon? Her voice comes out sweet this time. Oh, gentle like the tone she sometimes uses with me. Celadon, this is pointless, we both know that. Death hasn't given you an exact time to target. It could be anywhere from hours to weeks, years even. No matter when you end the trial, they'll say it wasn't enough. Are you going to risk that? How much time are you going to waste on this, Celadon? Go on, think about it logically. She's not wrong. He turns to Death. All I have to do is say when. Yup, simple as that. In that case, I shouldn't give up immediately. You said it yourself, Scarlet. It might only be a matter of hours. Celadon, please. Her voice is firm this time, commanding. I'd at least give you some time to cool off, right? It'd at least give you some time to cool off, right? Alone time's not so bad, is it? Celadon, if you don't let me out of here right now, I swear to God, I'm going to find a way to kill you. See, you're angry. I don't want to let you out until I can be sure you're not going to hurt me. Should I do something? Well, yeah, zombie slow load balls. I think Scarlet's right. Celadon turns to me a little surprised but receptive. You might as well cut your losses. The sooner you call it quits on this one, the sooner you can tackle the next trial. The next trial? Celadon's voice is low and drained of life. My advice may have backfired. Scarlet? Celadon's eyes glazed over like he's staring in from another world. His tone scares me a little. You like helping people, right? Why don't you help me? F you, let me out of here. I've been here so long. I've done all sorts of trials. 10,000 push-ups, running laps around the building, humiliating myself in front of other lost souls. So many that I can't even remember them all. But I've screwed it up every single time. And now I've finally got a trial where I don't have to do anything to win. Aren't you happy for me? Wouldn't you do anything to help a poor guy like me? Scarlet isn't saying anything. Is Celadon really okay with leaving her in there? I'll stay with you, Scarlet. I'll make sure you won't get too lonely. So just put up for a little while longer for me. Celadon sits by the wall beneath the drawer. He's keeping Scarlet locked in. Her time could run out while she's stuck in there. She'll never revive. Scarlet, I call out to her weakly. Ashley, her voice is hollow and cold. It's hard to believe this is the same cheerful lady I met when I first woke up here. I don't know what to do. This isn't right. You're friends with Death, aren't you? I convinced them Celadon's a lost cause. When I look around, I realise Death isn't here. They must have walked out at some point. Okay, I'll try. Can I really call someone who does this to people a friend? And would you really call off the trial if I asked? Or would they really call off the trial if I asked? I'm the only one who can help Scarlet now. I have to do something. All right. I leave the morgue and look around, search for Death. Don't see them anywhere in the hall. Did they go upstairs? Maybe they're hiding, watching over us from somewhere. They told me before that they know where everyone is. I wonder if they have some kind of surveillance system they can view from their laptop. No, I'm thinking too literally. They can do magic. There's no limit on what they're capable of, probably. If they can turn invisible, I'll never be able to find them. Think, Ash. What can I do to stop this trial? For now, I'll take the elevator to the lobby. Nice thinking. Ooh. Death doesn't seem to be lurking in front of the entrance either. What should I do? Searching the entire building seems like a waste of time. They'd only laugh at me for doing that. I need to get their attention. That's what brought them to me the first time, although I'm not sure attempting to walk out into oblivion again will do anything for me. Would they even care to stop me? I can't risk something like that. Is there anywhere else they wouldn't want me to go, or maybe something they're keeping from me? Good question. The computer! Death said they get the internet here. They wouldn't let me use their laptop. What about the computers here? I wonder what I'd find in the local files. Like you're thinking? I walk over to the receptionist desk and take a seat in the front of the monitor. When I press the power button on the computer tower, nothing happens. Poop. Okay, troubleshooting time. I used to play on the family computer a lot before I got sick, and my dad taught me all sorts of technical stuff. Probably so I wouldn't need to bother him if I ever broke something or accidentally installed a virus. Yeah. That was back before he got his promotion, when he wasn't on call 24/7. After that, being on the computer for too long gave me a headache. And then I barely spent any time with my dad at all. I haven't thought about that for a long time. I didn't realise I kind of missed those days. This is the first time I've been able to sit in front of a computer in years. What am I doing? Distracted now. Getting distracted now. Scarlet's in trouble. I tried booting in safe mode. There has to be a way. Ah, it worked! Text appears on an otherwise blank white screen. It isn't the system text I expected, but a welcome message. Welcome. Oh, welcome to the afterlife. Do not despair. I will try not to. At this time, your death is merely a social one. Still makes me laugh. I merely have a social death. It is likely the world has not been kind to you. Space was created as a place of relaxation and recovery for lost souls. May it serve as respite until you're ready to move on. Beware the front exit, for it leads to oblivion. This is the path for those who chose to abandon society and commit to isolation. I feel so seen. To return to your life, you need only enter the elevator, carry the hope to connect to others in your heart, and the exit will reveal itself to you. Without love, it cannot be seen. We are praying for your peaceful revival. You see, this is, you weren't supposed to see that. Des' voice comes over the PA system. So now you know the way out, huh? What are you going to do, Ash? Stop Celadon's trial? I cry out, unsure if they'll hear me. The snicker in response tells me they did. Man, I almost thought you were cool. But you're just like everyone else, aren't you? If they can hear me, are they nearby? Or is it part of whatever surveillance they have going on? There's no reason for this trial to go on. If we know the way out, we can all revive together. Come on, I thought you liked it here. I would let you play all the GDA you wanted. Oh, come on. I carefully scanned the lobby for signs of death. If I could just talk to them face to face. Instead, you're pretending to care about these worthless strangers. It's pathetic. Ah, the door to the stairwell's propped open. I believe I pick up my IV and start running toward it. When I burst through the door, Death's footsteps echo just ahead of mine. They're running up the stairs, not wanting to lose them. I follow as fast as I can manage. I'm surprised I can keep up this pace. I haven't run in years. Probably not since early middle school. Worthless strangers, though, huh? I know I haven't really made an effort to get to know either of them. But Scarlet and Celadon, they're trapped in this place just like me. Scarlet's even trapped in the worst place of all. It's not right. I'm the only one who can do anything about this. I thought if it was me, Death might listen. But will they? Yeah. Stairs eventually come to an end, and a door at the top opens. Blinding light spills into the stairwell as I run up the last steps. Ooh! The roof is bright and empty, save for a single dark figure a few metres from where I stand. Death drifts lightly just above the ground. They aren't flying away. Does that mean we can talk after all? Ah, you caught me. What's that message on the computer? Is it really true about the elevator being a way out? Why don't you find out for yourself? Death gestures behind us. The elevator is there. Did it always go all the way up to the roof? No, that doesn't matter. They just want to keep me from interfering with their trial. If I leave now, Scarlet and Celadon will be stuck here, so I'm not going. I can't leave yet. When I turn around, Death has dropped back down to my level. Shouldn't you have gone to them then? Tell them the truth, see if they believe you? Scarlet asked me to convince you, and I thought you were kind of becoming friends. I don't understand why you do these cruel things. Dumbass! I've never had a friend in my life. I'm Death. There isn't a single human who isn't afraid of me, who doesn't resent me. Fair enough. It's true that I'm afraid of dying, but you're just like a normal person. The only one here who can relate to Eve. I can relate to even. That's why you're acting like this. It hurts. So you had the wrong idea about me. Get over it. What are these trials really about anyway? They're not necessary for anyone to revive. Do you really just enjoy torturing people? Yes, you moron! It's my job. I give these assholes zero chance of reviving. I'm taken aback by Death's words. If that's true, then... If you really mean that, then that makes us enemies. I pick up my IV stand again. What are you doing? This is the only weapon I have. I hold it up, my hand shaking under its weight. You want to fight me? Bring it on. That's the funniest thing to come out of your mouth all day. The glint of metal passes in front of my face and I instinctively jump back. You have to stop the trial or else I'll... What are you going to do? Whack me? You're trying to play hero like this. You try playing hero like this, that pisses me off more than anything. They swing again and I try to block it. To my surprise, I'm able to hold my ground. How could you do that to Scarlet? What is wrong with you? Why do you treat everyone so horribly? Because I hate them. I get off on torturing them. Just like you said. If you hate them so much, why not just let them go? Because I can never leave. Why should they get to? They swing again. Uh-oh. This time the scythe hooks on the metal stand and it goes flying out of my hands over the side of the roof. And I'm tugged along with it. I hear the sound of Death's scythe dropping as they run after me. The last thing I saw was the mix of horror and regret on their faces as I reached a hand out to me. Their figure became smaller and smaller until... Uh-oh. Scarios. Bad ending! No! We got a bad ending! Oh, that's unfortunate. Ah. Inconvenient. I can't believe it literally says the words bad ending. Well, there you go. I am a bad ending. And talking of bad endings, we're going to finish things off there. Well, okay. Epic fail, epic win. Does it go in the recycle bin? Return to Ash. It's not what I thought it would be. It's very storytelling focused. There are hardly any decisions that you make, but I do get a very big feeling that the decisions you make have a huge impact on what's going on within the story. But it ain't really a game, is it? It is just a book. Let's be honest. That's what's going on in front of us, and an interesting book certainly. But there's not proper gameplay elements to it that I would. I would sort of say were massively enjoyable. It was a fun read, most certainly. And yes, there's replayability because I can tell that making different decisions means that something different is going to happen. And it took us, an hour to get through that as well. Very interesting. But I'm not going to play it again because I don't see any value in doing that. Would I suggest other people give it a go? If you like storytelling, if you like games like that, it's like a very pared back Telltale game is probably the best way I can put it. But we are really, I think we're pushing the boundaries there in what I'm saying. I'm not going to play it again, but I appreciate the effort and I enjoyed the story. So thank you for that. Anywho, it has been a fine game playing evening. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I will certainly see you all again very, very soon. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.